This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, July 12th, 2021. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. The slowing COVID-19 vaccine rollout is raising debates about what, if anything, federal officials can do or should do to persuade holdouts to take the shots. S.A. Miller and Tom Howell report the Biden administration is enlisting trusted voices, doctors, pastors, and community advocates to help change minds. Still, the reasons behind hesitancy range widely and are deeply entrenched, giving the White House and state allies few options. Less than half of the U.S. population, roughly 48%, is fully vaccinated, far short of the 70 to 90% that experts say is the level needed to wrangle the pathogen and stiff-arm devastating variants. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases Director Dr. Anthony Fauci said he would welcome more vaccine mandates at the local level, particularly once the Food and Drug Administration grants the shots a full license instead of relying on an emergency authorization. Vaccine efforts greatly reduced U.S. hospitalizations and deaths from the coronavirus, but appear to be hitting a wall. The rolling average of doses administered per day dipped last week to fewer than 600,000, compared with 3.3 million at the peak in mid-April. In a recent poll from the nonprofit Kaiser Family Foundation, 53% of Americans said the risk of side effects and the newness of the vaccine are the top reasons for not getting it. On Capitol Hill, the U.S. Capitol Police will begin fielding military surveillance equipment as part of sweeping security upgrades, as the force becomes an intelligence-based protective agency after the January 6th riot by Trump supporters at the U.S. Capitol. Congressional reporter Joseph Clark reports Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin recently approved a Capitol Police request for 8 persistent surveillance systems units. The system provides high-definition surveillance video and is enabled with night vision to provide the USCP with greater surveillance capacity. The USCP provided few details when asked for specifics about how and where the department will use the equipment. The Department of Homeland Security has leased the same or similar technology through the Department of Defense, according to a 2016 Government Accountability Office report. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access to the Times yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. At the White House, Biden administration officials have acknowledged helping to create a system for handling sales of art by President Biden's son, Hunter. Dave Boyer reports under the arrangement crafted with input from the president's attorneys, New York art dealer Georges Berger will keep the names of bidders and buyers confidential from Hunter and will reject suspicious offers on the artwork. A total of 15 of the younger Biden's paintings are to be sold at auction. Prices are expected to bring $75,000 to $500,000. A gallery typically receives about half of the share of the paintings they sell. Berger will hold a private viewing of the paintings for VIP collectors at his Los Angeles studio in September. In Louisiana, national reporter James Varney has an update on efforts to move families living on Louisiana's small Isle de Jean Charles as their homes are threatened by rising sea levels due to climate change. Not a single house has been built 5 years after a nearly $50 million federal grant was issued to move community members further inland. Officials say that will change by the end of the year, but people on the isolated island have doubts. Officials with the Louisiana Office of Community Development who are handling the relocation say they never portrayed the project as a model for how to deal with communities that are predicted to submerge due to sea rise. 37 of the 40 families living on Isle de Jean Charles have signed up for new homes in a nearby parish subdivision being built from scratch. The state says a total of 40 homes will be turnkey ready by the end of next summer. And finally, Mark Kellner looks at the recent viewership numbers for The Chosen, which looks at the story of Christ. An estimated 750,000 people streamed the season opener on their smartphones, tablets, computers, and connected devices. Some $22 million have been donated by fans who want to pay it forward and keep the independent production going. Producers say the series has had a total of 200 million online views and are aiming for 1 billion viewers before the series is complete in about 5 years. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and subscribe for free to the front page. Just search Washington Times on your favorite podcast platforms. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.